You or me, any one of us rarely asked for glue. Only one thing comes out of our mouths: give me Fevicol. Knowingly or unknowingly, we think every adhesive is Fevicol. So the question arises, why is this so? Fevicol's parent company Pidilite is not just India's but Asia's largest adhesive manufacturer. It is shocking how a lawyer who did not know about business built such a huge company. Despite too much competition, Pidilite is giving its investors year-on-year 23% return and beating its competition in the market. And most importantly, what are those business lessons we can learn and implement in our business? So without wasting your precious time, let's get started. The story begins with India in the 1950s when India became independent shortly after, at which time agriculture and transportation were the only two industries that employed most of the people. The work of dyeing clothes was also progressing very fast, and keeping this opportunity in view, Balwant Parekh, the founder of Pidilite, also started making pigment emulsions in 1954, along with his brother Sushil Parekh. Pigment emulsion is used in the dyeing of clothes. After about 5 years, the Parekh brothers also prepared a synthetic alternative to animal glue, which we know today as Fevicol. Balwant Parekh saw two disadvantages with animal glue. Number 1, it has very weak stickness quality. Number 2, it takes approx 24 hours to set. By solving these two problems, Fevicol became a massive hit. But as obvious, by only solving the problem, any company could not become as big as Pidilite. There are some strategies that Pidilite must follow to build a billion-dollar empire. So, this led us to the most important question: what are the strategies that Pidilite follow to become a billion-dollar empire? First business strategy is CDP, Consumer Decision-Making Process. When a customer buys a product, he goes through a proper process. In most cases, the end consumer means that one who uses the product does not purchase the product. That means the decision to purchase the product is not of that customer. For example, when a couple goes to buy a washing machine, the money for the machine is paid for by the husband, but the wife selects the machine, and the salesman of that store influences the wife. Same like this, Balwant Parekh identified that adhesives' actual consumers are not people, but carpenters. Let's take an example. Suppose you want to make a wardrobe. Then you will call the carpenter and say, "Tell me what you need. I will bring it and then you can make it." In most cases, the carpenter brings all these things and then tells how much rupees these things. Carpenters go to the hardware shop, buy things and give things to the client with bills and say this was the money for your things. Most of the company's focus was on these hardware shops, but the carpenters were the actual influencers to purchase the adhesive. And from here everything changed. When Balwant Parekh noticed that adhesive's actual buyers are carpenters, he changed whole his positioning. Where other competitors were impressing retailers, Fevicol impressed the carpenter. Then the question arises, how Fevicol do these things? So the answer is FCC, Fevicol Champions Club. Pidilite made a training hub where all carpenters were invited. In this club, carpenters were given free tools, equipment, wood, etc. But they gave one more thing, Fevicol. So carpenters can use their creativity and innovate things. Whatever they want they created there. But who had thought that a training club will explore the market? Now when the carpenter went to a hardware shop from FCC, he demanded Fevicol because he learned to make things using Fevicol. But after some time, Fevicol realized the problem of oversaturation. And from here Pidilite converted Fevicol from a construction product to an OTC product. OTC means over-counter product. OTC is a product that is available in almost every store. If you see, you will get Fevicol and Fevistick in every store. The question is, how did Pidilite do this amazing transformation? So the answer is packaging innovation. Glue is used almost everywhere, whether you have to make a cupboard or stick paper. But the question is, why will a person who wants to stick paper will buy 1 kilogram of the pack? After realizing this, Pidilite made QQ assortments that include number 1, quality. If one wants to buy costly adhesive, he can buy Fevicol, and if cheap, then Falcafix. That means every type of product available for every type of customer. So no issue of retention. Number 2 is quantity. The game of quantity is played differently than quality in this industry. Many people think that Fevicol sells small tubes because they can sell their product to young to old people. But the story is different. Interestingly, Pidilite doesn't earn any money from 10 to 20 rupees Fevicol or 5 rupees Feviquick. So the question is, if they don't earn, then why do they do this? A small quantity is sold just to upsell you. This game is long-term, that's why nobody notices it. For example, you are 10 years old and brought 10 rupees Fevicol bottle to stick paper or Fevistick. When you get 16 years old, you bought a 60 rupees bottle for a school project. Now you are big. As for many years you are using Fevicol, so to make your furniture, then what will you use? Fevicol. If you want to do waterproofing, what will you use? Dr. Fix-It, which is Pidilite's product. In simple words, Fevicol doesn't make a profit by selling small quantity, but captures little space in your mind and life. So if someone will use their products for a long time, then they are surely going to make a profit. If any one of you would have invested 1 lakh rupees in Pidilite stocks in 2010, then today you would be having more than 4 crores. So the question is, how does Pidilite give these returns to their investors? So the answer is hidden in Fevicol's next business strategy. The strategy is killing roots before buildup. Competition is there in the market when your competitors have already captured some of the market shares. But what if this doesn't happen? Pidilite destroyed its competition before creating. But how? So the answer is in Pidilite's organic and speedy acquisition. There are more than 20 brands under Pidilite, but very less of them are created by Pidilite. M-Seal, Steelgrip, ROF, and Falcafix are all acquired by Pidilite. So people buy any adhesive, profit goes to Pidilite only. Most of the acquisition was done before 2013 by Pidilite. We have seen many ads for Fevicol, but no hero or heroine are in their ads. Have you ever thought, why is this so? So the answer is in Fevicol's next business strategies. Product to the brand replacement. Fewer people know that Fevicol and M-Seal are not products but brands. Fevicol's actual product name is polysynthetic resin. M-Seal's actual product name is epoxy compound. You are shocked, right? And this is the product to brand replacement. In Fevicol's or M-Seal's ads, you will not see a film star because Pidilite doesn't sell a product but emotion. And emotions come when a common man sees common man in ads and relates with his story. Fevicol's ads are simple and emotional. Why? Because there is a marketing rule. Fact tell but stories sell. Now, we move to most important part of episode, and that is, what are those business lessons we can learn and implement in our business? Number 1. Never ignore the buying roles. To sell one product, many people are involved, which we say buying roles. Mostly the person who consumes it doesn't buy it. And one who buys it, his decision is not taken by himself. A family goes to the mall, and the child says to his mother, "Mummy, I want to eat burger." Mother says to the father, "Let's go to Maddie." Father pays the bill for burgers, and the whole family eats. Father paid the bill, and the child ate a burger, but the mother influenced the father. When Fevicol launched its product, it identified this buying role and properly positioned its product. And because of this, Fevicol is found in every house. And this brings us to second business lesson. Know your game and play it hard. If Pidilite wanted, they could expand in everything. Everybody knew the company. They were selling adhesive. They could also sell cement, paint, and steel. But they didn't do this. Every business should know what is their game. Like Pidilite knew their game is adhesive, so they didn't move to any other business. Once you find your game, play it hard. And this brings us to third business lesson. Become water, not rock. Always remember, rigidity kills. I repeat, rigidity kills. Water takes shapes of its container. And this thing is important in business. A business that does not change with time. Time changes its fate. There are many examples: Nokia, Kodak, Polaroid, Reliance Communications. If Pidilite wanted, they could be rigid, but they understood customers and made changes in packaging. So their product is available to everyone. Those who want a cheap product, they give in a cheap category. And if costly, then a premium category. And because of this, they have such a high monopoly in the market. That's from my side. If you learned something valuable, then hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. Till then, keep learning, keep exploring. I will see you in next one.